Yo, what's up? It's Birds with the name so wrong, and today we have another video going over the newest ML human that E7 just announced like 2 days ago. But before we get into that video, I just want to say if my voice does sound a little like monotone, I'm sorry for that. I'll try to put more emphasis and whatnot into my voice, but it's the way I was born. I can't really do much about it. Got like a negative comment today, and I'm feeling like the man in the world. Really feel like I'm doing this YouTube stuff, so I'm gonna try to put some more emotion and some more emphasis if I can. But maybe here or there, I'm gonna do a reaction video to both new units. This first video is about Tenebria, and I know everybody else made a video on it. Why not me too? And hopefully y'all just watch it because I'm here, and yeah, like and subscribe my video because uh, I provide you some entertainment. But yeah, let's go over this and watch it.
Came all this way.
Oh my goodness, that's a little bit
I'll
too
show
loud.
you
I'm
the
sorry.
other side of this world. I shall offer you a presage. Your freedom is only but an illusion. I knew we'd meet again. Hopefully, it's different this time.
Witch of the Mere Tenebria, advisor to the king of Castamere, and an oracle of infallible prophecies.
Yo, her design is
When
so
word
neat.
spread that even the hero who ended the War of the Dragons was deferential to Tenebria, her authority rose above even that of the king, and she now roams the palace freely under the protection of high officials who rely on her prophecies.
Like, the moment I seen her in like the data downloads that you'll be doing on Reddit, I was like, my immediately like first thought was like, why she be like the new ML unit for the E7WC? And lo and behold, here she is. Hopefully Ras comes
Witch
like
of the Mere
as a free to play unit, or maybe even like the next like 2 weeks after Tenebria.
Tenebria is a
Not like
5-star
2 weeks,
light
4 weeks.
elemental mage. She has high speed and health.
Okay, they're really looking like a MO Luna. When I seen this light mage 120 speed, I was like, this reminded me of Emma Luna, and I'm not liking that. But high HP percentage.
Skill 3, Mirror of the Abyss. Traps all enemies in a timeless space beyond the mirror, dispelling 2 buffs before inflicting block for 2 turns and a random debuff for 1 turn. Increases combat readiness of the caster by 50%.
Okay, let's go over that video.
Dispelling 2 buffs.
Okay, traps all enemies in a timeless space beyond the mirrors. Spell 2 buffs before inflicting block for 2 turns and a random debuff for 1 turn. Increase the combat readiness for 50%. Okay, so with this, I'm not gonna lie, high key, this is a crazy ability. What I would say that Smilegate did a great thing on is that no ignore effect resistance in any of her abilities. Thank God, because E7 has a tendency to give these like powerful debuffers ignore effect resistance and just like make effectiveness kind of useless. But now she has to build up effectiveness in order to hit some of these abilities, because like block is a crazy ability. You can't receive any outside help basically besides your own. You can only cleanse it from yourself, so you can't get buffs, no CR push, no CR buff, no CR nothing. And it's like, that's crazy. And then a random debuff, all 3 crazy, stun, sleep, redirect, provoke. What? Like, the only people like I really see being a problem for her is like Celine. I feel like Celine is the obvious pick for her, because then it's like if you press this, Celine's gonna pop into one of your units. Maybe like Tayu, Boo Tayu, but I don't know. She might need like a buff or whatnot. Maybe Mo Dilibet, but I know like Dilibet is like, he's not gonna cleanse nothing, but still like Dilibet is gonna get pushed up and do some damage as well. But besides that, I don't really know. It's an interesting unit, nonetheless. And it's like, I think this is a 5-turn cooldown, so a pretty long cooldown.
Traps all enemies in a timeless turns and a random debuff for 1 turn. Increases
really like that
combat
all the
readiness of the
Tammys are
caster
in
by
it.
50%.
Yo, Chaos Nightmare might have the green Tammy. Yo, Tammy might. Yo, I feel bad for Meru. Meru will never get this much love ever again.
Skill
Right.
2, Consuming Grasp. After inflicting Rupture on all enemies for 2 turns, attacks all enemies, and has up to a 100% chance to inflict Restrict for 2 turns. Grants Stealth and a barrier proportional to level to the caster for 2 turns.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to that. First off, the animation fire. Like always, these E7 units, E7WC units always have amazing animation. So after inflicting Rupture on all enemies for 2 turns, attack all enemies and has 100% chance to inflict Restrict 2 turns. And Rupture, when attacked, inflict additional damage proportional to max HP. And I think somebody like on Reddit figured out that it was like 10%, something like that. Basically, that's crazy, especially if you like pair her up with like Bellion. Yo, Bellion 3F Bellion, Prox S1, like both S1s with 3F. Yo, you might actually just like pop. So let's see who like really does like who you could bring into her. FCC works because FCC removes like half the like proc damage. Ed works into her because she inflicts the debuffs after. I mean before her attack. So Ed can do his S2. Uh let's see who else can. I mean like also like I don't know, cause her S3 is gonna make everything like it's gonna make it like a big problem for people like really like cleanse and stuff. Like now you're gonna have to like start bringing like self cleansers. Like who's even like a good self cleanser because like Semi, nice like Semi, Salim. I can't really like nobody really comes up to top of my head to be honest. Like you bring like Mo Hwa Young because she's immune to all debuffs. SSV because she's immune to all debuffs. Bring high effect resistance people like Mo Arya because Mo Arya has high effect resistance and he's also DPS too. I think she's gonna be like obviously busted, a busted crazy unit that's probably gonna be permaban, but does have some counterplay to a certain extent. And then she has the barrier like Hera. That's gonna be a thick ass barrier because you already know people are gonna run her like 310 speed, like 150 effectiveness. So that barrier, that HP she's gonna have is gonna be like 14k, and then the barrier is gonna be like 7k or something like that. And this is a 3-turn cooldown, so pretty small cooldown. You could probably run her on like what's the artifact? Time like T time is T no Epic Scepter. So she could like reduce the cooldown. Epic Scepter, that would be crazy. Or you could just what else can be put on her? You know, book, obviously book.
Restrict for 2 turns.
Or maybe CRM.
Grants stealth and a barrier proportional to level to the caster for 2 turns.
Oh, they put
Skill
Bubble Maker on
1,
her.
Mirror Fragment. Attacks the enemy with a mirror, with up to a 100% chance to inflict 1 random debuff for 1 turn. When Mirror of the Abyss is on cooldown, triggers a dual attack from the ally with the highest attack. When 20 soul is consumed, grants an extra turn.
Yeah, they literally have the Bellion, like I was saying. Like, S1, this is where the soul burn's at. You get extra turn. Random debuffs, all pretty good random debuffs. Poison, poison, I don't know how good poison would be. If it was like a burn, maybe. Poison's pretty good. Would have been better if it was like a attack down or something. But other two, defense break is obviously the one where you're trying to get. But speed down also works too. And then the dual attack, if her S3 I believe is on cooldown, or is this S2? Yeah, S3 is on cooldown. Get the dual attack. Yo, this unit is gonna be insanely busted. Like I can already tell. And And then I don't really know who, like Genesis Ras is gonna he's gonna do something crazy to like counter her, like give like a team-wide immunity or something like that, because the way she's gonna be moving around in RTA, basically in every like she's gonna be in everywhere. Like I don't really know how you're gonna like really like counter this unit besides like banning her. Like maybe like buff stacking. Maybe you have your immunities like all the way on the right, and you have like other two like debuffs. I mean buffs on her, because she only dispels 2 buffs. So maybe like you could like play around with that, but how often am I gonna get 3 buffs and immunities all the way on the last? I don't know. But this is a very good unit nonetheless. Especially with the rupture. Rupture with AoE, anything is gonna just do incredible damage. So be prepared to have this unit be in like every RTA game, and you're gonna like hate yourself for playing this game. But hopefully I get her. If I don't, hopefully I get a Moraz. Maybe he's a pure play unit, maybe he's not, but I don't know. But that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, again, just subscribe. I'm not gonna ask you to do all the comment, like, share. Just subscribe. I wanna get to like 100 for my birthday. I wanna get to 100 before my birthday in August, so do your best. Please subscribe. Please and thank you. Again, bye bye.